I was fortunate enough to captain a player like Virender Sehwag, an absolute raw talent. A week before the start of the first test, I meet him at breakfast, and I had this in my mind that I'll ask him to open in test matches. He was never an opener. He was someone who played all his career in the middle order for Delhi. Went up to him and said, "Viru, you're such a fantastic player, but you're not been able to get a game because you had Dravid at 3, Tendulkar at 4, myself at 5, and Lakshman at 6." He said, I said, someone like you cannot be just sitting on the benches because it'll take a long time to get into the squad, and I don't want you to do that. So I said, why don't you open and give it a go? And I could see it on his face. He couldn't tell me no, because this is something which he has never done in his life with Viru. And I said, it doesn't matter if you fail, because you're doing something for the team. You're doing something which is out of your position. You're doing something which you've never done before. So even if you don't get runs as an opener, we will find an opportunity for you to bat down the order. At the end of the conversation, he said, "Can you write that on a piece of paper for me?" I said, "This is not a legal court that you want me to write something on a piece of paper." He opened for India and became one of the best openers India has had ever in the history of Test and One Day cricket. Even after playing 100 Test matches, I remember a press conference where he said, "I want to bat in the middle." So I called him up because I had finished playing by then, and I said, "Are you mad? Why have you said this again after playing 100 Test matches?" He said, No, Dada, I was taking the mickey out of everyone." I said, "You would not have been a player. You would not have been the player you are or what you've achieved over the last 10, 11 years if you hadn't opened for India.